Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be working on my new drift car, the BMW E36 Turbo. It's going to be so good to finally have a proper set of drift car to thrash around. This is actually the first day, so I will do some small adjustments to the car and make it feel like my own. I have already added some stickers to the car. That's really important. We are next going to make sure that we have these, because these are important when you are drifting. If rescue on track, it's important to have a tow hook point. We have it in the front right here, but on the back we don't have that. So I'm actually going to use the Compact as a parts car. So I'm going to take that gold one on front and put that on the back of the car, so that's check. I also want to remove the big wing on my Compact to see if that actually would fit on this car. I'm not sure if I want to have a wing on this car or not, but I just want to take it off just to see. And also a really important thing, thank you guys for all the nice comments I got in the previous video. And I have actually already found a winner, which will be getting a Fighter Films hoodie, and that is Herman E36. Congratulations, I will send you a hoodie in the mail. If you can just send me a DM on Instagram please and give me your address and I will ship you a hoodie. Just tell me the color and we will work it out. And thank you for all the comments, and I assume a lot of you guys are very excited to hear what kind of engine is hiding underneath this bonnet, because let me tell you, it's a special engine for sure. A lot of you guys guessed SR20, and yes, I must agree, the starter actually does sound like a SR20, but it's not a Nissan SR20 at all. Or at all. It's close, but it's not close. It's not. Let's call this the Scandinavian SR20. Maybe that rings a bell. A few of you guys actually had it said in the comments section correctly. Well, let's take a quick listen to the exhaust. Engine in the car, well, let me just show you right away. Okay, so we have an air filter. Here we have a Mitsubishi Turbo actually, and we can go down here, and whoa, this is from Volvo 940. But is it a Volvo 940 engine? A lot of you guys actually guessed that B230 FK engine, but is it that Mitsubishi Turbo? No. Are you guys ready to see what kind of engine it is? There we go. Look at that. It's a Saab engine. That's right. This is a B204L. It's a 2-liter 16-valve engine from a first-gen Saab 9.3 actually. So these came original with turbo, so it's just swapped to another kind of turbo on it. And this car has a really nice spec list, and the guy, like I said, been driving the car for like 2 years, so I don't think it will be an issue with the engine. I'm really excited to try rip this car around with this Saab engine. It's so strange. Usually this engine is like 90 degrees like that, but now it has a kit that is made to fit for the E36. So that's pretty cool, and it's kind of a, like, say, a Frankenstein kind of a build right now, because like I said, 940 coolant, whatever, expansion tank or whatever right here. Mitsubishi Turbo, Saab engine. The transmission is a G28, and that's from an Opel Omega, so that's pretty cool. We have a M3 radiator, upgraded radiator right here. We have an oil cooler right there. We have an intercooler right there, which is universal. The previous owner actually made some really nice brackets for that universal intercooler, so that's pretty cool. And that's really nice. And here we have the oil filter, which has a relocation kit. Here we have that BMW power steering pump reservoir. And there you have it. The engine on this BMW drift car is a Saab B204L. That's what it's called. I am from Scandinavia, so ripping around in a Scandinavian SR20. I think this will be super good, and I'm really excited to represent Saab. And yeah, he also has for, I don't know what that is called in English, but ventilation something. I don't know. And yeah, also really interesting. I don't know why, but the ones you see right there, That's from an RB25. So if I ruin that gasket, I actually have a gasket in my basement from my Skyline, because that's also an RB25. So kind of funny that it's actually a Skyline part on here. Yeah, so this will be kind of strange to rip around in a sub-powered BMW E36, but then again, I think it's really cool to rip around in something different than everybody else. I mean, I was considering M50 B25 swapping the Compact, but I mean, it's been done a million times before on YouTube, and a lot of guys I know have that swap. So I was like, well, use money on this car or just buy a new car instead with a totally new project. So I thought, why not actually try something new? If you guys are interested in seeing this car rip around the track, I suggest that you maybe subscribe to the channel so you will watch the next video when I finally take this car to the track, and then you will be notified with the next video when we actually take this car to the track. I think that will be a lot of fun. It's a video worth watching. Okay, so here we got the angle, and I mean, this is way more than a stock E36. So as you can see right here, we have some welding. He has actually gotten this part right there quite much longer. So that part right there, you see that has some welds on it, so that's 50 millimeters longer than original. That's why the wheel are as much out as it is, and then that's much shorter than it is original to make the steering fit and make the steering more direct. But it's really cool to see the welds right there. This is some homemade stuff, but I mean, if it works, it works. And you can also see the coilover right there with camber adjustments on top right here. Hopefully it works good. Yeah. And also, I don't know why, but he said also he had changed this thing, the lambda, 3 times. That's an O2 sensor for the AFR gauge. So he has swapped that 3 times. I don't know why, maybe it's too close to the turbo or something. And so right now I do not have an AFR gauge in the car. And I would really like one to have control of if the car is running lean. I think it's running a little bit rich right now, but I mean, that's not an issue. It's not an issue that it's running rich, but running lean, that would not be good at all. Another thing that I really need to address is that now that I do have my E36 Driftcar, my E36 beater car, I don't really see the need for the car, because in the winter time I will most likely use this at ice lakes, so I don't really need the Compact anymore. Lately I've just been using that car on track and nothing else, and if I drive to work with the car, I use my Skyline. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but I don't really see the need for this car. I mean, I pay insurance and road tax on this car, and I mean, it's expensive, and I mean, with this car that's also expensive. Not that I pay road tax or anything on that, but it's still an expensive car to buy, and I don't have that much money. So, and I mean, this car is not cheap as well. It seems that I actually have to sell the E36 Compact, but I don't know. It has been an okay project for the channel, and it has been really fun for me to drive it around. But I mean, now that we have more horsepower over there, it's no need. If you guys are interested in this car, send me a DM on Instagram at FaderFilms, and maybe we can figure something out. I mean, this car is a beater, so it's not very expensive, but I mean, it's just taking up a lot of space, and I don't have that much space right now with the new cars. I mean, it sucks, but we had a lot of fun, so I'm gonna cherish the moments that I had with the car, and I am going to embrace the new memories I'm gonna have with the new car. So I'm not worried about it. It's not a worry at all, actually. I also want to remove this wing, because I don't know if this is a wing for Compact. I see that some people have been like cutting right there, but I mean, I can fix that, or it's just race cars or whatever. But I think I will take this off actually, so I can try and mount it on this one, or at least just have it in case I want to put a big wing on the car. There we go. But there's one downside. Check this out. The Compact is yellow underneath here. That's not good. And Compact without a wing It's a look. But now let's see if it will fit on this thing. Is it cool? I mean, yes, it's the wrong color, so it does not look that cool right now, but imagine this black. It's not that bad. The fitment is also not horrible. Yes, it is not looking perfect right there, but I mean, it's not a big issue. Not a big issue. If this was bolted on, it wouldn't be too bad, actually. Of course it needs some paint, but I mean, I can paint. It's no worries. Yeah, looking good. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. But I don't know, this is a drift car. Maybe we need even higher wings, or maybe this is good. I don't know. Tell me in the comments, do you like it? Does it look really good, or is it bad? I'm not sure. I think in black and bolted down, I think it would look kind of cool. And then maybe also get like a flip on the back side right there. Maybe that would be cool, to get like a flip here, up here. I think that also would be very, very cool. I don't hate it. It's nice. By the way, did you know you could fit 9 wheels in the back of a compact? I mean, this is insane. I have 3 wheels right here, 3 wheels right there. And that's like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's insane. This car is so practical. I love compacts. It's so good. Maybe I should just swap the sub engine from that car into the compact. Look at this. Super practical. Oh, it's a good car. It's a good car. Yeah. With the yellow on the back, I don't mind it. It's okay. It's a beater car, so it's not a big issue. Yeah, for this little beater, it will be missed. It's looking very strange without the wing, but I mean, it's a look, this as well. Kind of like it. And yes, would be fun to swap it with an M50 B25 or M52 B25, but it's got to go. But it's a good car though. I'm really impressed by how much fun you can have in a simple 316. I mean, 102 horsepower, it's insane. For those of you that are interested, I thought we could go through the spec list on the car because it's quite long and I don't know this car too well yet, but I think since this is the first proper video with the car, let's go through the list and I can tell you all the mods that are on the car. So, engine, like I said, B204L, Trionic 5 engine management system, and it can be tuned as a aftermarket ECU. But that's good, but it's not a full-on aftermarket ECU actually. It's more like a chip, you could say. So yeah, it is overhauled back in 2018, and this car has been driving actively from 2020-21 until now. Also in the winter, not on the road but on ice tracks, so that's pretty cool. Maybe I will take this on an ice lake as well, actually. That would be pretty cool. It has a Nordic tuning software. It has EXD bolts on the top of the engine, and it has King Racing rod bearings. It has a TD05H 16G turbo from a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 3. That's cool, Evo 3, nice. It has a raised thermostat which opens at 81 degrees Celsius. It has a 3-inch exhaust all the way. It has 3 bars map sensor, 630cc Siemens injectors. It has like those anti-baffles, or what it's called in the bottom end of the engine for the oil, the anti-oil baffles or whatever, and that's quite expensive. And the transmission is a Opel Omega transmission R28 with a brand new SOX clutch. It's a 444 differential from a 316 automatic actually, with 168 axles. It has an hydraulic e-brake, Matthias Ledin Motorsport cage, Sparco seats, which we have seen. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and we've got 6 points belts also in the car, and I think the interior is seriously what has sold me. With the seats, the belts, and the cage, the hydraulic e-brake, and the steering wheel, it really feels like a drift car, and I am super ready to drift this car around. Yeah, I'm excited. It is going to be so good. So this is how the car looks in the interior. It does actually have a nice music player right here with speakers all around, so it's actually quite comfortable in here. The sunroof also, that works, and the buttons for the windows, those work also. So I am thinking of actually putting these like right here or something, or maybe right here. I don't know, maybe they will be easier to have there and there, so we can push to get the windows up and down. But I mean, look at this nice looking shifter. I think I love the look of this. Oh, imagine in drift like banging this into third gear. Ah, oh, that would be so cool. And imagine going down to second and just ripping that e-brake. Oh, not e-brake, hydro brake, or yeah, it is probably e-brake, by the way. But yeah, it's a little bit of slack right here. It's China quality, but nevertheless, it does the job. Now you have gotten to know this car a little bit better, and I hope you are not super bummed about the sub engine. I'm super excited about this. I think it's so cool to have something different. If you do want to see this car on track in action, remember to subscribe and put on that post notification bell so you can watch me rip this car around a track pretty soon. 2 weeks until the first drift event with this car. So thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Now I really hope you got a little bit closer look on the car instead of just buying the car, because I didn't know too much about it myself. So yeah, like this video if you like the video. I hope I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.